Where Toya? She said she would come.
She's on the phone.
Okay. Oh, we been live. Oh Lord. Yes. But that was a second. It don't even sound clear. Y'all sorry. Hold on. That's what I'm saying. Baby, I play everything that you do. Like a beautiful rose on the day is you. Come down and blowing in your hair. Everybody trying to tell you what to do. Honestly, they don't know the real you. Cause you must do your own drum, girl.
I don't see it on your page.
3 steps with it. Baby girl, don't stop, just get it. Go let them haters hate on you. If they hate and you ain't gonna fight, keep doing the thing and live your best life. It's clear that you're the talk of the town. Look right. We ain't gotta worry about them others tonight. Alright, I'm tagging y'all. Give me 1 second. That sounds horrible. It sounds horrible. I ain't gonna. All right, guys, it's on my page. Go ahead to my page and share it. Cause why they telling you how to live your life? 2 steps with it, 3 steps with it. You work hard, brother, you deserve it. Everything that's coming your way. If they ain't hate and you ain't doing it right, keep doing your thing and live your best life. I'm just here to spread positive. Okay, y'all in there? We're meant to you and me, girl. You good? You sharing? Okay. Y'all let me know when y'all done sharing. I'm gonna have to sit like this. I know you lying. I know you lying. Come on, do the dance. All right, y'all. Let's get it. Hey, guys. Hey. Wait a minute.
Hello.
Hey, y'all. Let's get it. Oh, shit.
No, I'm asking you.
Is that what we should do?
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, we still adjusting the camera, but hey, welcome. So while he adjusts the while he adjusts the camera. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, come on back. No, come on back.
Come on back.
And there we go.
Oh, shit.
Word. Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Right. Hold on. Okay. Wait.
Yeah, wait. Yeah.
Right there. Boom. What you think?
There we go.
We're good? Okay. So, hey, guys. Hey, welcome to tonight's episode of Piping Hot Podcast. Me and my guy, Lamont Selby, decided that we were going to make this a monthly thing. So, basically, this is what we discussed, right? We started on the show. Actually, we got to give a shout out to Ella and Bobby because they were the ones that was kind of like, yo, let's do this thing, right? So shout out to the brothers at the top. I don't know how y'all screen look, but the top left, right hand corner. But anyway, when we got off camera, Lamont and I was like, yo, we're really gonna do this. So we're gonna make it a monthly thing where again, y'all know I have to go off my faith. In Genesis, it tells us where God created the heavens and the earth, the man, and right? And after he created man, he said it is not good that man should be alone. So he created a helpmeet, and that's why I titled it The Helpmeet. He allowed Adam to name her, and he said, be fruitful and multiply. And he also said, you decide.
right? What to do. So if I'm going to stand on my faith, right? I want a complete understanding of the man. Um, Specifically the black man, but we'll take all men. Hey guys, hey. Um, anyway, and Lamont, jump in at any time because you know I can ramble on. But our goal tonight is to hear from brothers, is not to debate with you guys. We're gonna respect the mic. I chose men from all walks of life, and every month of them, it may be somebody different, right? But the guys that come on, they're gonna give us their insight on how they feel about women, their mothers, sisters, daughters, wives, girlfriends, friends, right? And they're teaching us, they're molding us, and they're guiding us, and without offense. And what I mean by that is, you know, to me, you know, ladies, I think we've gotten so independent that we've lost sight of what it really means to be submissive, to understand what submission really is, and to understand just the mind of our men, period, you know. And so here we are, right? I can go on and on, so I'm gonna stop. Lamont, take the mic at any time. The goal is to grow together, not separately, but together. So what you got for us, Lamont, before we get into it?
I mean, I totally agree with you. Ever since the first show we did, like I told you, very inspiring, and you make it easy for us men to, to listen. And I think that's the main thing, is to hear each other out, in all situations, not even just like relationship, like male, female, but like your mom, your sister. If there's anybody having issues with, like, it's pretty much probably a communication situation, and taking the time to understand where the person is coming from, even if you don't agree or understand,
Right.
Just being respectful of each other's opinion, beliefs, or whatever.
Right. And in that space, ladies, any ladies that's tuning in, and even for the fellas, right? Because I know you guys may have a difference of opinion as well. Understanding that, listen, some shows you see where people have these elite 6-figure plus men and all these things. I believe in all men. I believe in honoring all men. I don't care what tier of life you're in. And in that space, I think we should hear from all men, right? We should understand all men. We should respect all men. And so as we do that, we're going to hear everything that you guys have to say without offense. That's the biggest thing. Don't be offended by the mind of anybody. Right?
Right.
So, I mean, let's get into it. Here we are. Let's start from the top. I got my brother Easy here with me to my left. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start introductions, right? And after introductions, we're just going to get into it. So ladies, if you have questions, go ahead and put them in there. I got some questions of my own, and I'm going to create some more as I go. But first, I just want to introduce you to everybody. And why not start with myself, since I'm the only lady here? So it is me, Spice Life, a.k.a. Chiquita, my given name. Again, I'm a lover of love, of Black love, of real love, just love, purity, and the purity of love. And in that space, I think we've lost that. We've lost it along the way in friends. We've lost it along the way in relationships. We lost it along the way in definitely ourselves. And my goal is to get that back. And then getting that back, here's the platform. And I'm going to just do whatever I can in this space, right? And so I am a single Black woman. I'm not searching for love, because love finds me wherever I go. But I want to give it to everybody else, the love that I have to give and the love that's given to me. So there you have it. Your turn, Easy.
What's happening?
Oh, 43, mother of one, grandmother of one, and apostle. One on the way.
Oh, you said the age. You threw me off because when you said 43.
Oh, I know, look good. You ain't got,
wait a minute. No. I thought you said.
You're supposed to say no.
Yes. Up top. We ain't got the bill tonight, but it's all good. First and foremost, gentlemen, good evening. How y'all doing? Pleasure to be up with y'all, bro, to share the same space. And viewers, we got 11 of them. How are y'all? Easy, that's me. Government name, since we're going to do that. Derek, I go by several titles, though. Left lane bully, trouble, whatever you want to call me.
Not left lane bully.
That's for the bikers that's tuning in. But 41, father of one, college student, that is. Born and raised Raleigh, North Carolina. Just open-minded guy, fun to be around, energetic. But I like these conversations. Conversations bring out growth, and that's what I'm here for. So please pass the mic. Remember that.
They're needed, though, right? These conversations are needed.
They're much, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go from the top and go over. So give it to us, Bobby.
Bobby the Barber. Can you hear me? Mike,
yes,
sir. All right. Bobby the Barber, age 44, father of 4, currently separated. Very, very, very open-minded, open-eared. I just feel like we're at a place where everybody's been in a place where they've learned what they've learned through their own years and through their own perspective through life. And now the time and age where it's time to open that mind up to what other people have to say. The only way to learn and the only way to understand is to step out of your own box. And I'll leave it there till we continue the conversation right on to Ella.
Let's do it. I love it. I love it.
Ella the Barber, 45, co-owner and operator of Creative Cuts LLC and Supreme Skills, father of 4, grandfather of 2. Marital status is on paper. I am mentally and emotionally, I don't know.
Oh, no. We're gonna talk about that.
We could go into that. You know, at 45, still trying to learn myself. So, you know, I'm open to, you know what I'm saying? Listening to what all my other fellas got to say, all of viewers, and let's get it.
Let's do it. Where you at, Daniel?
All right. Daniel Lyons Evans, 43 years old, from Gulfport, Mississippi. I reside here in Smithfield, North Carolina. I am the CEO of LP Consulting Agency and Lions Pride LLC. Also the host of Inside the Den on YouTube and Facebook and Storytime Inside the Den. I am currently divorced, father of 5. And I believe, I'm 0-3 in marriages, but I do believe in love. I do believe that, you know, I will keep trying until I get this thing right. And as I evolve as a man, I learn myself a little bit more every year. And so when it comes down to learning and growing, you know, I always believe that not only does it take a village to raise a child, it takes a village to raise a man and become a man. So, you know, having brothers, strong brothers, like-minded brothers to help us navigate throughout our life is very important. I always say that we need 3 men in our life. We need an OG that already been where we're going. We need somebody on our level that's actually in the same level that we are. And we need that younger man that actually hold us accountable to what we're doing. Those 3 men will be always able to help us get to the next level. And so I'm definitely excited about being on this panel with you men right now.
Come on now. I love it. I'm taking notes of what you just said.
Okay.
All right.
I'm Lamont, also known as Ish the Tonsorial Artist. I'm a barber in the Raleigh, North Carolina area. I'm 44 years old. I have 3 daughters, 8, 15, and 23. I've been married twice, and I do believe in love, and and also, you know, I believe in listening. I really believe in communication. You know, it's something I've grown to learn through my mistakes and relationships, and I'm a student of life, always looking to grow. So that's who I am. I'm ready to get this thing popping, and I appreciate all you guys for joining us tonight.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Real quick, they did it way better than me. I feel like I left out some things. I'm so sorry.
Run it back.
So
run it back, right?
It's your boy Easy.
Come on, Easy. Give it to him.
Mr. Hinton. Right now I'm engaged.
Come on now.
First engagement ever in life. At the age of 41.
Okay.
Shout out to Black Love.
Black Love. Father of 1, as you already know. Brother, what was the brother name from Mississippi?
Daniel Langston Evans.
Hey, so he mentioned that he's a CEO. Well, I just started out venturing out. I'm now doing podcasting and on YouTube. It's about the motorcycle set in general, but it's right now it's called Kickstands Down. You can follow that at that guy Frost on YouTube. Yeah, man, I'm just a hard worker. Just a hard worker, man. Right now, I'm in between some ventures, but it's gonna jump off pretty soon.
All right. And with that, let me just let you all know that before the end of the night, anything that you guys have going on, we will make a space for that. So no worries on that. And again, from me to you all, it is an honor always to be in the presence of Black Kings. But tonight, you guys obliged me with my request to be on my show. So thank you. And I'm going to get right into it. And so you guys can go in order as you went before, or you can just answer as you answer. Again, the only rule here is to respect the mic, respect the man. That's it. Okay. So my first question to brothers, I want an understanding, and I think most women do, of your expectations of a woman as a mother, a daughter, a sister, a friend, and a wife. What are your expectations? What is it? And not just now, not just your expectations while you're in your 40s, but what were your expectations in the beginning? And then let's come into the now of, okay, this is what I expected, this is what I got, and now this is the man that I've become from what I got, and this is now how I see, how I desire, how I need a woman to be in my life in whatever arena that is, whether it's the father arena to your daughter, the brother arena to your sister, the son arena to your mother, or the homeboy arena to your homegirl, or the husband arena to your wife. Do I need to repeat the question before we start getting answers? We Gucci? Let's go. Who taking the first? Please don't all speak at once. My God.
I guess I will. Just the first part of your question. I never knew what I was looking at it for at first.
Okay.
Just never knew. I may have said, but it was always what you've seen, what you've been around, how you've always been accustomed to things. But to be honest with you, looking back now, I never actually knew what I was looking for because I didn't know. I expected the same way I didn't know, then I thought I did. I expected it to be common sense. But looking back now, I'm gonna say 20 some more years later, you playgrounding, you playing house, you playing and you pretending. And it's all pretending from what you grew up knowing and what you've been exposed to in your own home, to your own environment, and it'll always be that because it's all you know. So as far as I'm concerned, it was more of the same thing. There's one thing that's always been the same with me is loyalty builds love. Loyalty builds the respect, the foundation, which builds everything else. But I wasn't in that place in my younger days, so I was expecting it, but not giving it. And I'm a firm believer in the boomerang, karma, it goes around, however you want to place it, say it. It's just the way the world, God, universe, however you want to name it, works. And we know that. And I feel like if you know you do wrong, and if you know it's going to come back to you, it's going to, like, you know yourself. Yourself, your mind, your heart always tells you what you already know. It doesn't matter how you try to perceive it, it's going to come back. So nowadays, the way I approach things from how I used to is I'm fully attentive. I'm fully aware. I'm fully aware of the way I act. I'm fully aware of picking and choosing the battles that I choose to engage in, which is 98% none of them.
98% none of them.
I like it.
None of them.
Like that.
Me too. I'm taking notes. 98% none of it.
And it's because most of them are petty, and most of them are the revolving wheel of insecurity and indecisiveness and fear. Fear of, but we don't see it that way, and we don't see it that way until what they say: good thing is lost, good thing bad. we wait till it's gone and then we want it back. All those things all coincide in the same wheel. But nowadays,
I'm gonna just let me interlude right there. We just so y'all know, I'm coming back to exactly what he just said. The brother said you have a good thing, you mess it up, and yeah, we're gonna come back to that. But go ahead.
But skip that so we come back to it. Mainly, it's there's only two things you do in this life. You live and you learn, or you live and you repeat.
Come on, boy. What? You better. I'm making it for you because she's supposed to burn me. Hold on. Wait. We got to take notes with you. You live and you learn,
or you live and repeat.
You just made me remember you from the last time you came on here speaking these nuggets. You know that, right? Live and learn, or live and repeat.
End it right there.
You're right. You learned a lot. Now, one thing I'm gonna say about you, honey.
Yeah, easy.
You learned a lot from whatever you've been through. It's really
and you know what, though?
and I have to appreciate that
because I'm very, very accountable for, because like I shattered hearts. Like and I tell you, I shattered hearts. Like and it was in the I didn't care mode. Like I didn't know what I was doing until like 10, 15, 20 years later. I still got the same people that was hurt back then, still involved now, like still reaching out. Like I still care about you the way. And I'm like, you know what? I guess I had to hurt you for you to get on the right path, as bad as it was. But I guess that's just what I was at that point in life. And now I'm at a different stage where now I'm able to give the opposite love to put people on opposite tracks, because I'm attracting the opposite human woman.
Tell us about her. Look, I'm sorry, we're supposed to be going to everybody else, but my God, what now?
Man, they hit the tambourine on them, huh?
So the recent one is more, of the separation and getting back together type deal, and it's more of, it's always like you said, everything boils down to communication, and how much communication you could be willing to give communication, but how much communication are they willing to give you, and how much of it are y'all both willing to listen to
and understand? Come on now.
And it's always going to be a balance. Everything is always, the pendulum swing is always got to be dead on. So as a man, I learned to pay attention to when it's off, when I got to fall back some, when I got to give a little more. And it's been making it work here recently, but now it's making me open my eyes more to, it's like a wow moment. Like, I wish I'd known this 20 years ago. I wish I understood the difference between when you need attention, when you need specific attention, and when to just shut my mouth and give you space.
I like that attention thing. I got two things to touch on that you said. We're gonna come back to that, but brother, you hit it. What else y'all got? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But I will pass the mic.
Oh,
you gonna pass the mic? I mean, we'll take it, but you gave us some good nuggets. Who's next? Who's up?
I'll step in and I'll say this. I know that everybody has a different upbringing. So the upbringing will determine your expectations in life. I, for one, grew up with mother and father in the home. So my expectation from a woman was to a woman that patterned after my mom. You know what I mean? And when you grow up in a Christian home, I look at the expectation that God had for Eve after she fell.
What is that?
God said that you'll be a helpmeet, and your desire be to your husband, and he will have rule over you. Now that is the spiritual biblical version of an expectation that a man have for a woman. However, going through life, everybody doesn't live by that same creed. They don't live by that same belief. So as a man, you have to constantly adjust your belief to the person that you're actually being with in order to, cohabitate, in order to get things right. And over the years, as men, as we, give up more and more of our expectations and yield to the opposite success, we have a tendency to start becoming a ship shaper, where we have to shape and mold and bend and break until eventually 2 and 3 marriages later, you don't even recognize who you are, because you done changed so much over the last 20, 30 years. You have to come back to the drawing board and say, this is who I am, but because I've been trying to please women and please kids and go against the grain and go against, you know, my father's teaching, and eventually you become just somebody that is actually able to be a chameleon, and then you can adapt to any environment. And then the problem comes in where you're dealing with women who have been in independent situations so long, they have learned how to live without a man. And they say that they're looking for a king or looking for a man. And I understand in a society that men are absent, you have to do what you got to do. But what happens when a king finally returns to his kingdom and takes his throne? The woman is holding on to that leadership position so tight, she begins to fight the man for power, fight the man for control, and then she ends up running him off because she can't trust him because of the last situation, and then the last after that, eventually turning the black family into I'm only going to give you 50% of who I am because I'm holding the other 50 for whenever you decide to hurt me. I'm not going to do all of this because I've been hurt before. And so until you show me that you're all in, then I'll show you that I'm all in. And then here lies the question of, are there any black men, are there any good black men available? You know what I'm saying? The question is, yes, there are. But when we can get to a place of a woman showing submission to a man and being able to take the lesser role instead of trying to hold on to the authority and hold on to all of the independency that she's been taught as a child from her mother. Don't depend on a man for nothing. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Make sure you got your own money. You don't want to depend on a man. And throughout the years, you have to end up, having that same struggle when you do finally find a man that is qualified, that is, worthy of kingmanship. And then he has to spend his time fighting and pushing and pulling. And I guess the game becomes who can last the longest in, and being able to yield until, when you getting sick and tired of being sick and tired, you end up saying, you know what, well, this is not worth the rest, the next 20 years of my life. But as a child, my father told me there are 3 types of men in this world. And just to kind of piggyback off the first brother, men who never learn, men who learn from his own mistakes, and men who learn from others' mistakes. You have to be somebody that's willing to learn from others' mistakes so you don't have to go down the same road that they done been to. And that's one of the reasons why, I choose to, I'm transparent in my life, to use my life as an example to help younger men not make the same mistakes that I made. Because if I can save them 10, 15, 20 years of not going down the same road, then I believe that they can mature a whole lot faster when it comes to, what are we really doing in this world, and how do you become a man if you don't have an example of a man in your life? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, if you don't have a father in your home, then how do you become a great father? Then you have kids, like you said, you repeating, like you said, either you learn or you repeat. You're repeating the same cycle as you learned as a child, and then your child's going to learn the same cycle as you, and it's going to be that same generational curse throughout the years until you can find out and say, look, I'm going to be adamant on learning how to be the best husband, the best father I can be. So let me hook up with some older gentlemen who got 20, 30, 40, 50 years of marriage on their belt that can kind of help guide me into an area where I can actually say, okay, this makes sense. And then I'll be able to be, a better, steward of what God has blessed me with. But it all goes back to how you was raised and what are you willing to do and sacrifice to make a marriage work? Are you going to be submissive? Or are you going to be that dominant alpha female that always has to have all the answer, the last say, don't want to follow her husband, don't want to be told what to do, don't want, you talking, discipline her kids and all this kind of stuff. And you just end up being a professional full-time stepfather to a generation of children who are fatherless in this world, instead of being a man. And then a man, you have the right as a man. We all have the right as a man to correct and to guide other men, children in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? If I meet one of you guys, kids on the street, and they're doing something wrong, I don't have a problem with saying, hey, pull your pants up, because I'm a man first. And then
let me chime in real quick, because I don't want to get too far fetched from where we are. One of the things that you touched on was you became a different man, 3 different marriages to trying to appease people, and then you had to get back to self. I want to touch on that too. Like I'm gonna go back to Brother Bobby's things. I'm gonna go back to that one. So let's keep that in mind, because we have to discuss that, because it's heavy when you get out here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're not completely certain. And again, let me be clear on where I'm coming from with this. We're not debating. I'm not debating any thoughts that you guys have, but I'm responding for understanding. You get out here as a man, right? And you give yourself whatever space you're in at that time to a woman. And you commit to a marriage, to a relationship, to a friendship, to being a father, right? But you're so uncertain of self that you do what you did, and you said, I left. You left the teachings that you were given, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you didn't stand on that. So how can she? How can they? Right? And so that's what we are with as Black women, trying to understand. Well, listen, because then we give ourselves to people both ways, men and women. We give ourselves to people uncertain of who we are, uncertain of taking this next step that we're about to take. And then we mess up everything in that path. I see your finger, baby. Yes.
It's a follow along. We mess up. They follow on, mess up. And what they don't understand is, and you're not going to get it right with the next one that's starting over from scratch again. So the lesson is always, we learn, we repeat. So if you leave me, go to the next man that talks good, but he ain't learned yet, you still repeating. But you
have to grow together, like you're saying, because if not, you're gonna just keep repeating. We can leave our partner because you're
still repeating with somebody else.
Yeah. And that, I mean, I feel like a good relationship is not gonna be perfect. You're gonna have disagreements. You might want to feel like you want to separate, but if you're really trying to grow as a person, then you're gonna figure out what you can do together.
I learned this. You're gonna look for the challenges in those relationships. Those challenges that are gonna push you to be better, not push you to get away, but those tough moments that push you to grow together is what makes you great. See, people are afraid of those challenges. When those challenges arise themselves, when it's time for them to actually have to look at themselves in the mirror, when it's time to have to tell that truth about themselves, is when they're ready to run and then expect things to be better. Me, I'm finally at the stage in life, give me the challenge. Like, bring it on, because I know where growth comes from now. And growth comes from the uncomfortableness. And if it ain't uncomfortable, it ain't growing.
But so do you see what I'm saying? But so do you see what I'm saying, right? Do you see what I'm saying? And exactly what you just said, and even what Brother Daniel said, you guys have to get to a place and help us understand how to allow you to get there while still trying to love you through it, while still trying to honor you through it and respect you through it. You still have to get to a place that, listen, if you're going to bring me along on this ride and you're going to steer this wheel, you got to be confident in all of your decisions first, right? And in that growing, you want me to be patient with you, but you have to be patient with me, because
true love, true growth is going to be, I'm going to allow you to have to love me from a distance, because you're not going to be able to accept everything that it takes for me to grow. Now, if I love you enough, I have to allow you to grow with what you have learned in this experience and all other experiences, and I'm going to love you from afar. But distance and displacement allows growth, because if you truly want it, then the decisions you make from there on out are going to be the same that he would make, because you've been around him long enough. So you would make those kind of decisions, and you would make decisions as a queen, knowing this is what's best for our future. And once you're ready to make those decisions and you pronounce those decisions to your king, he's going to understand those if he's ready to understand them.
Well,
it's so much.
Let's talk about the king and queen thing, because sometimes we all have to understand that sometimes we're prince and princesses, and accept our position and where we are. Right, you ain't there yet, and neither am I. Right, and I'm not saying right now, but you see what I'm saying. And until we can respectfully accept that about ourselves and then each other, we put these expectations on ourselves and each other to be where we're not at yet.
Right.
So again, not a debate. We just it's clear understanding, right, of getting there. So not to take away from the other three brothers left. So y'all go ahead and answer the question as well, so we can come back, because y'all know we can go on and off. You got it?
Yeah.
I like it. Look at it.
Slide
on in.
Slide on in.
Yes, sir. So we was talking about expectations, right? I'm with my brother to my right.
You're probably to your left, because when we're looking at it, which one? Who you?
No,
it's to the right.
I gotta definitely agree. And I gotta agree with Daniel, right?
Yeah, he's down there.
All right. So I'm going off of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to do a whole bunch of synopses and paraphrases and all of that. All right. So single parent home. Daniel, you double parent home, right? All right, cool. Single parent home, for the most part. Mom's a hustler, always been a hustler. So growing up, seeing that, that's what I'm attracted to, right? Naturally. Now, as far as knowing what I wanted, I didn't know what I wanted until mid-30s. Just being honest, you know what I'm saying? Because I was just out here, you know what I mean? I didn't have what I needed at the beginning to coach me the way. So I was doing what was already instilled in me, what I saw, and then what I learned. Learning was street mechanisms. I'll just call them that. And then what I saw was moms weren't really around like that. So my growth in learning what I want came through terrible relationships. Yeah. So basically entering into a relationship, the glitz and glams of it, the honeymoon stage, right? Everybody likes the person that they're talking to the first 6 months to a year. But what happens after that when stuff starts to dissipate? You know what I'm saying? So I learned myself what I like. Like I said, I'm 41. I then also said mid-30s. So it took me a while to figure it out. Also, that self-care, self-love thing is important. I talk about it a lot. Spice talks about it a lot. If you love yourself, it's not hard to find out what you like. And it's not hard to put yourself in a position to be liked by the correct person.
Bell, ding.
Ding, ding. You know what I'm saying? Now, what that person does to keep you being liked is different. But I'm only talking about a male's point of view right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, you gentlemen, you familiar with the love languages?
Yes, sir.
Everybody know theirs?
Yes, sir.
Bet. So I got keened on to that by my now fiance and Spice.
No.
Yes, y'all taught
not
me.
Not Spice, because Spice don't
me.
believe in that shit.
But y'all taught me.
I'm doing better.
But what I'm saying is y'all taught me about that, though. You know what I'm saying? Piper Hot did it.
Piper Hot.
Piper Hot
we'll
did
take it. Because we did have it on Piper Hot, but Piper Hot, she don't agree. She don't agree with love languages, but we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that later. But me personally, I thought it was BS.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I was a firm believer on like, all right, man, whatever. You're not about to tell me how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And I still feel like that to a certain degree.
And I.
However, however, knowing yourself, like me personally, I'm a Gemini, right? Any other Gemini, like you a Gemini, right? Right? No, Ella, you a Gemini, right? No. Somebody up here is Gemini. But anyway, we're listening to Geminis. So we got this little thing that if you don't know how to control, you'll overreact, right? So once you learn how to control that certain mechanism that's inside you, you'll start seeing stuff clearly. You can actually take a step away from the situation and actually be looking at it while it's going on. You know,
hey, can I say something? What that part you're talking about? I feel like it's called emotions. Emotions,
okay. Right?
Control your emotions.
Control.
You can step back and see it for what it is.
Control the emotions. Once you can control the emotions, you can control who you are. You can control what you feel.
Who said that?
What you feel.
Bobby, I'm done with you. Come on, Bobby. You better tell. Listen, there's nothing greater than a self-disciplined human being. Do you hear me?
Control the emotions. You can control the situation. You can control thyself. Thyself.
Come on now.
It's always going to be, because you know what? You could be right about however you want to be right about it. But all you got to do is make the wrong decision and you're going to be wrong about it. Right. Control the emotions.
Yeah, you're right. Now, let's say this. Now we're being real.
Okay.
We don't always control our emotions. I know I don't.
Yeah. You have those moments.
See, I'm the type of male, alpha, that is, that once I got to throw that out there. Got to let them know. There ain't no sense over here. You know what I'm saying? So, got to let them know. Say it with your chest.
I'm a Leo, so I know.
Okay, all right, bet.
Lord.
We'll link soon. So
I had a baby with one of them. I can't do y'all. Oh my God.
So no man likes to repeat themselves. No female likes to repeat themselves. But if we feel, me personally, I feel like I'm saying it in a proper manner and it's not being understood, it's only been listened to not understand, but listen to respond. It's a different guy that's going to come out. And that's the main thing with relationships that both parties have to know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a fire in them. Learn how to put it out, though. You know what I'm saying? But don't sit there and add fuel to the fire and then, girl, he done cuss me out because what? What did you do? What did you do to that man to have that man flame on?
Or what didn't you do?
Ooh,
Bell!
Where's the bells, man? Okay, we just
come on, Bell.
We ain't got the bells, bro. So
come on, Bell.
Yeah.
Come on, Bell. Listen, I need the last two brothers to respond real quick because I got so much to go back to. Because we even have to get to some of these comments. Because my spiritual mother said some powerful stuff up here that us as women have really, really, really. And I'm gonna just put it back up there so y'all can marinate on it. We all was told this, whether it was by our mothers, grandmothers, aunties, cousins, friends, or enemies. And we listened. So we're gonna get back to that. So y'all really depend on that comment right there, and we're gonna get to these last two answers to my first question. Do y'all know we only hit one question and we 43 minutes in? Listen, Linda.
Long night.
Oh, it's gonna be a long one.
Come on with it. Who's next? We got Lamont and we got Eli. Who's up next for the answer?
Well, okay, so what I expected from marriage, I was 21 when I first got married, and I was raised by two parents who were still happily married. Well, we say happily married. They have their times now too, but they're the old school marriage. They learn how to just deal with each other's ish and get through it. But that's all I seen. My mother worked. My father worked 2 jobs. We would go to school. I had an older sister, older brother. My sister kind of played like the mother role while my parents worked. So what I got out of it was, marriage was like work. That was my view. It was work. Laughter. We had our dinner. You eat dinner at the table together, like those little things. But I didn't really look more in depth in marriage when I decided to get married. And I didn't get married the first time for the right reason. So it was also, I played a big role in that marriage not being successful. I had a child before we got married, and I was raised old school. You get someone pregnant, you need to be with them. But when I decided to do that, my mom, she kind of grew out of that old school way, and she was like, that don't mean you have to be with them, but it was already embedded in me. And so you know, I went on and I was with her. We got married and we went on playing house, like the other brother said. We got a place to stay, and you know, it seemed like it was all good. Like that's what it was about: having a home, your car, then you have your kids, and we wasn't really prepared to handle all of the emotional situations. I know I wasn't, you know. So like my views on being married at that age wasn't really that in depth on communication and business and building with your partner. You know, it didn't start out like that. It was sexual. It started out sexual, you know, and I was 21. And as I grew older, I realized like, you know, I'm still sexually attracted to a lot of other women. And I messed up and did a lot of I did a lot of things that wasn't right. And there was things that was done to me that wasn't right. But you know, at the time, caught up in my emotions, I couldn't sit back and accept the fact that I was wrong as well, you know, especially when someone's pointing and they're blaming you, and you just blame them because they're blaming you. Nobody's really listening. But that was my view on marriage then. But now, you know, I look at marriage. It might sound kind of crazy, but I look at marriage like a business. First of all, I mean, we all love sex, and we can mistake sex for love and be with someone because of that. But I'm starting, you know, the older I get, I'm realizing that I feel the best partner would be someone that's a friend. That's a friend first. I don't know how I'm going to eliminate the sex out of the beginning of it, but a friendship will help you get through those hard emotional times of your differences, you know, because you love this person, not because of sex, but because of who they are. You know, you want to be with them. You want to make sure that they're okay, that, you know, everyone is happy. So my views on marriage, of what to expect of marriage now is two people coming and working together, growing together, knowing that it's not going to be perfect. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be, there's going to be times where you might want to leave the person, but I feel like, you know, you should definitely be able to communicate and talk to each other and understand where each other is coming from before you decide that this isn't going to work, you know. But if we do a better job of picking our partners in the beginning, then we can eliminate that part of it. And that's where I am in growing. I'm still learning. I'm getting better. Like the other brother said, I grow each time. I've been married twice. I've been in a lot of relationships, but I learned something from every relationship. Even if I messed up, I learned something from it. I learned from my mess ups, and I learned, you know, what they did and how what they did could have influenced me to do what I did. But I wouldn't say that because of emotions. Most of the time they won't hear, you know, she won't hear that part of what led me to do what I did. And either way, it you know, everyone needs to be held accountable. But that's what I feel. That's what I look for in a marriage.
Well, I appreciate that. I just got a quick question, and I just want to make sure that I'm being clear on it. Are you saying that sex is not important? Good having and let me ask the question right. Enjoying sex with your significant other is not important in a marriage. Did I understand?
No. It's very important. Because if you don't enjoy sex with your partner, you're going to cheat. You're going to go somewhere and find. I feel like you're going to go try to find it somewhere else. You're not going to be satisfied. It's very important, but it's both important.
I have a method that I've been since the beginning of 2023. I started this method.
Breaking up bad.
And can you hear me now?
You're breaking up a little bit, but go ahead.
Can you hear me now? All right. Since the beginning of 2023, I've had this method, and I've been holding out on sex until basic communication is justified. So it's not that I don't want to sleep with you. It's not that I don't want to give it to you. It's I want to see whether or not a lot of times in 2023, you start to sleep with a woman. Don't take this the wrong way, all women. A lot of women, and this has just been my opinions from what I've been dealing with. So
find you a bench.
You go
find a bench. Cause you be giving some good nuggets, but you keep breaking up, and I want to hear this. Find a bench. Sit down.
I'm about to be still.
Okay,
so
go.
I've held out for a specific reason, and the reason I'm about to.
Uh-oh.
Back in. We good? Hear me
You
good?
good?
No.
Can you hear me good?
No, sit down.
Bros.
Sit down.
I'm sitting down. Back to my spot. All right. So, pretty much what I've been doing is holding out. I've been holding out for the first few. And I've had a few be like, oh, when are you giving it to? I'm like, when we can get sheer communication, because I'm not going to put that on you. And then that's the foundation. It is an important piece.
Yeah.
It's an important piece. And believe me, it's hard for
Wait a
me
minute.
to do.
You just say I ain't gonna put that on you though.
Yeah, what he said.
No, I'm just like, listen,
What?
to me, when a man gives a woman, especially somebody he claims to love, care that much about, he gonna give her business. He's gonna give her that best side of him. So when you do that, I don't want it to be where you get that and we ain't even communicated yet. So what I've been doing lately,
Easy got
and
something to say.
it's been weaving out of chicks. It's been weaving ones that ain't even worthy of on my level, and it makes it a whole lot easier for me to say, it's nice to know you, but you ain't ready yet. You ain't ready for what I'm ready to give, and you're not there yet. You still on that level I used to be on, and I'm not there, so I can't. I don't want to keep continuing something, especially a sexual relationship when I know nowadays in my life at the age of 44, anytime I'm going to decide to make that decision, it's going to be. I know now what it does to the women. I know now what it does, how it feels, and all that. And I don't want to make nobody feel any type of way. I don't want to make nobody feel no way that they should. Easy, cut it out.
Almost.
Cut it out easy. I just don't like that's the old me. The old me wouldn't have cared. This me is like I'm looking for my future.
Oh my god.
And I got real good friends, real good close people to me that don't mind doing their thing, and I get it. But I've been there, and I know this is my decision now. But it's made it easier for me to like weed out the ones that ain't ready for this level of contact, and the ones that are. So the ones that been able to like hold it off, I'm not saying forever, but hold it off until we can get there mentally. Like you got to stimulate me here before you can stimulate me there. That's just
Okay,
the way I
now
think.
right there, let Easy say what he gotta say. Then we gonna go to Li. Then we got to hit these comments.
B, this is the thing that I'm glad you said that. So, what's my brother name right here, yo?
Lamont
was going straight on the path that I wanted to make one simple statement about. You had a question about is sex important or not? It's very important. We're all a sex. Male and female is a sex. All right, so it happens. Boom. But the thing is, watch this. The communication in the relationship is way more important than the sexual contract.
mic drop. Boom.
I ain't got nothing else to say. I ain't got to say shit else. I'm gonna say it one more time.
Say it again, because I'm gonna say something to it for the women.
The communication, understanding the friendship in the relationship is more important than the sexual contract. Contracts are only for a limited time frame. What happens after your 5-year, your 2-year, your 6 month, your 10-year contract is over? What you got left? What happens after an argument? Are you going to patch it up with some sex? Because guess what? Me mentally as a male, you done already struck me as, oh, so all I got to do is give you some D.
That's right.
I'm going to hear your mouth, but I'm still in my feelings about what you said 3 months ago. But all I got to do is not hear your mouth and drop it off. That's a contract.
Well, wait, maybe I disagreed. That I didn't know what I was agreeing to.
No, you were right. You were right with
you didn't know what I was saying.
I'm talking about my view.
Wait.
My view. No. You're right. But
I thought we were on because what I was gonna say is this piece, right? And maybe I'm more on the Bobby side, and
okay,
I thought the Lamont side too, but you just took me all the way left. Wait, yeah, because I was not agreeing to that, ladies. I'm sorry. Not what I was saying. Wait a minute. This is not what I was saying, and I'm not knocking it. What I'm saying is this, right? I'm 43. And when it comes to sex, we have to.
Chris Brown, I'm sorry.
We have to understand that mental sex is just as important as physical sex, right? And in that space, because I thought we were going there when you said the part about, well, what about when we're upset? I don't feel like sex should be withheld when you're upset. However, bring me back mentally. We ain't even got to talk about what we arguing about, but babe, I'm sorry. Because I gotta lay with you tonight. I love you. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But in the meantime, and in between time, get in between these stars like boom. But it has to be mentally there, right?
Right.
And when it's not, understand, like we just like y'all might not get erect, we ain't gonna get wet for that messy tantrum that you threw, child posing as an adult, arguing like a female, mad.
All that.
Yeah. Toxic do.
Come again? What you say?
The young and the toxic do.
Yeah, right. Young and toxic. It's just two. Yeah.
Toxicity.
And understand where you are, because here, this is what this is for. This is for us to grow and understand. Sometimes you got to look in the mirror and say, you know what? Grow up. Know what? Detox from all that toxicity. You know what I'm saying? Everything is not an argument. Every little thing that's said to you, if you come back with this force, if I made you feel away from my response, check you, not me. But I'm sorry, this ain't a debate. Brothers, take the mic back. I'm just saying. Your mic, not mine. Allah, let's go. We ain't heard from you, brother.
I'm just patiently waiting.
I gotta get to these comments too, because I want to talk about what my mother, Pastor Howard, said, because it's heavy. Y'all don't understand what we as women have been taught, right? And then my sister Toya came back in with something, and I want her to understand the spiritual warfare that's going on within her from just that alone. So let's get into it. Go on, Eli, so we can come on to it.
I'm keeping mine short and brief. So I was raised by my grandparents. So seeing their marriage, everything I took in from them was a partnership. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather and my grandmother worked. You know what I'm saying? So it was honestly, Grandpa was a breadwinner, but Grandma was she was the head of the house.
Okay.
So Grandpa made all the money. He came home. He dropped it off to my grandmother. So she was the head of the house. As far as what I wanted it from my marriage. When I entered my marriage, it was all emotional. It was, I just need you to love me. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And that came from, for me, it came from not growing up without my mom's being there the way she should have been there. You know what I'm saying? And not knowing my pops. You know what I mean? So for me, you know, but yeah, the whole marriage thing was, I just need you to love me. Fuck everything else. Just love me for who I am, and we could build and go from there and grow and everything else, which was the wrong fucking thing. I should never did that. I'm saying I'm man enough to say I should never did that. As far as what I want now and what I need from a partner, wife, whatever. First of all, communication. I need for my partner, wife, whatever. I need for her to hear me, not just listen. Okay. So communication can't be like, oh, we communicating, and that goes both ways. We can't just listen to each other. We have to really hear each other. And that's a whole lot of problems in relationships. That there's the two people in a relationship, they're hearing each other, but they're listening, They're listening, but they're not hearing each other. Also, something easier to touch on earlier. I need my partner, and I should know hers. The love language, that's real to me. Like it took me 40-something years old to understand that. That definitely is real. Also, for my partner, I need to be able to be myself.
Ding bell.
Yo, stop.
Ding bell.
Let's end it.
Ding bell.
Be yourself. That's boy.
And if you can't be yourself, go find somebody that you can be yourself with.
Do you think?
Ding bell. Because it goes back to the brother Daniel, where he said he became things to be for certain women. Well, listen, if you lose yourself, we don't know who we really loving out here.
Right.
Who
And
you love?
we wind up holding back a part of who we are to accommodate our partners.
Come on.
And my marriage, like, yo, I can't be fully who I am because of her upbringing. So, like, I'm just gonna use this. I'm using this example. You know, I don't eat beef. Well, she was brought up not eat beef. So now I love beef, but I'm not gonna eat beef for her. You know what I'm saying? Not because I stopped loving beef, but I'm gonna stop eating beef because she don't like beef. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be who you are, and you have to find someone that can accept that, or y'all can come to a middle ground.
At the same
My
time,
boy Toy does not eat pork, and I'm gonna eat bacon until bacon calls me home to glory. Okay.
once you begin to grow and you start realizing you're growing outside of your partner, you have to find a way to bring your partner along with you to grow with you, because then you're allowing her to stay stuck on what y'all were stuck at. So you can't singularly grow yourself at the same time. You got to find a way to bring them along.
Brother, listen, I don't know what the hell you've been
mumbling.
But when I tell you, you have learned some things along the way. Because right there, I was just telling my homegirl today that there's no other way to slice disloyalty except for selfishness. And what you just said is you can't even be selfish in growth. You know, people be like, oh, I got to do this by myself. Not when you with somebody. But it ain't a debate. Sorry. It's y'all mic, not mine. But you are so on point. You can't listen. If you're going to put your time and effort into a person, you are no longer one. I'm sorry. You're no longer one. So if you're not ready to no longer be one, stop wasting our time. But let me get to these comments real quick. I gotta go to my mother's comment, because again, this ain't a debate, but we get into the understanding, right? And she said, my mama told me never to depend on a man for anything I can do for myself. She meant well, but was not the best advice. Listen, let me skip to this real quick. Eccentric said, check this out, because this is where we are. Eccentric comes in and says, my mom told me the same thing, and I have dealt with some men that made me understand why she told me that too. Well, listen, here's the thing. Had she not told you that, you might have been a different woman for the men that you ran into that made you see it the way she taught you, right? So this is why it's so mindful to be to be mindful of what we receive. Okay. And of course, we don't know this as children, but when you grow older and you know better, you do better. Listen, when you stand on that, you standing alone, sis. And you ain't ready for no man, because your mindset is still stuck on any shortcomings that this brother has. Is going to go to what your mama taught you, what your grandma taught you. Listen, I tell people all the time, the same with church. I say the same with my grandparents. My mama was my homegirl, and I ain't know none of my grandparents, okay? And I ain't grow up in church. And I thank God for that, because I don't have all this stuff that people have been so molded to be, right? And so I was able to come into this world and really find myself by myself, okay? Come again?
You've been open. You've been open enough.
And in that space, I'm not bound. Right. And I'm not bound by what was told to me. So listen, I don't care what your mama told you, but I'm gonna go real good. I don't care what your mammy told you, Suge. Okay? Get that out of your head, because that's why we're here tonight. We're here to learn from these brothers that ain't okay. Because meet them where they at, or don't meet them at all. Okay?
You know, it's Spice. I want to say something about that too. Like, you know, we had the last show we was talking about needing a partner.
Right.
And my thing, and I'm gonna touch it again. Like, I don't feel like I should have to depend on no one for anything, and no one should have to depend on me for anything. And I feel like when that happens, that's where things kind of fall apart, because say I fall short and you were dependent on me, now that's a problem. Whereas if we both equally are putting in, you know, we're both equally putting in the same, we don't depend. We actually use each other for support instead of depending.
Come on now. Come on, boy, you better find you a veil. Because listen, I can't tell y'all about y'all faith, but I can only tell you about mine. And my faith says that it's not good for man to be alone. So he created a help me. So how dare I say that I don't need you? I need you, brother. I need you. I need you. I need you.
when I'm falling, it's up to you to catch me.
Come
It's
on
up to
now.
you- It's up to you to let me know I'm falling. It's up to you to let me know when I'm falling off. It's you are my better half.
Come
So
on
when
now.
you see me slipping, that's the time to lift me up and say, hey. I need you to look yourself
Catch
in the
me
mirror.
now, I'm
realize
falling.
catch me now, I'm falling. That's right. Tell
You
them
know
again.
what? Go ahead, B. My bad. Go ahead.
No, you good. Go ahead.
That's a great point. Another point that I want to reiterate real quick, though. You said, I believe earlier, either it was you or somebody else that said common sense ain't so common or something like that. All right, so
This ain't so common.
I just want to say something real quick. The common sense part in the male's perspective is pay attention, right? The common sense in the female's aspect is notice, so to speak, right? All right. So if we're noticing, but you're not doing the common sense, which is paying, there's a division. It's real simple. It's real simple. It started when you saw it, but you didn't acknowledge it. You saw it happening, but you were so infatuated that you decided to let it slide.
There we go.
Now we're in year whatever the fuck, and now you're irritated because it piled up. It's God, I'm missing a word. I see it, but it's a what is it?
Anomaly. I don't know.
No. It's a when you shit. I'm gonna get to it, but it's a thing. It's a damn thing.
We'll go to
that you noticed. You didn't think it was a big deal. It's a fucking snowball effect. That's what it is.
Okay.
You saw it. It's not that big of a deal. It grew. I can maintain it. But now it's spiraling out of control, and now you don't know how to get it the fuck back. That's exactly what happens in relationships, and that's all relationships. I'm not talking about
you were
male
passive.
All
You were passive on things that bothered you from the beginning. You were passive.
Correct.
You were too passive, and then you become passive aggressive when it circles back to you.
There it goes. Passive aggressive. There it goes.
And you circle back to you, and then you passive aggressive. But that's the thing that you sometimes we realize, you know what? Maybe it's a one-time thing, but you're right though. Is we got to understand those flags and those things that if it bothers you from the beginning, I want to be known. Tell me what bothers you. I want to know what bothers you. I'm gonna tell you what bothers me. Small, big, in between, indifferent. That way, because those little things are those little things that's gonna cripple you later on.
Well, and hold on, brother. Let's stop right there and go back to Bobby. I mean, not Bobby. You're Bobby. Let's go back to what Daniel said and bring it into what you guys are saying, right? Because again, it's unfair to the woman. Let me stand up for my women right now. It's unfair to the woman. Daniel said earlier, I've been married 3 times because I kept trying to fix myself to be for these women, right? Ooh.
Why you say it like that, Spice?
Because here's the thing. Hold on. Oh, child. It's right there. Here's the thing. And then you just said, hold on, we got to plug in, y'all. Give me a second. Plug it somewhere right now. You just said, hold on. I promise I got it. We just trying to plug in real quick. Because the battery about to die and we about to go. I had it sitting ready for a minute. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you just said what you said. Daniel said earlier, I became these different people. When are y'all going? What? Not even when. Do you guys accept the accountability that you're not standing on your stuff? If you don't stand on who you are, right? How are we supposed to honor, respect, and be who we're supposed to be to this man when today you prince and tomorrow you king, and the day before that you was a
Peasant.
A peasant. I couldn't cuss. I'm doing better. I'm trying to do better.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
choose your piece. Choose your piece on this chess game, right? Well, who you gonna be? Who you gonna be? And you gotta stand on it. But you can't keep going back and forth, in and out. I'm sure of this today, and I'm unsure of this tomorrow. Without that piece that you said earlier, which is I'm growing, so grow with me.
Well, to begin what you're saying, women are the ones that are always content with who they are and what they are. Yes? No? Indifferent?
Bring it. Come on. I'm gonna listen.
So y'all strong in the skin y'all in. Y'all strong in who y'all are, and y'all ain't changing for nothing. That's a lot of things we get. I ain't changing for nobody. I ain't
her, so I can't agree with that. I don't speak for all women, but I can speak for myself, and that ain't me.
So thank you. So now, when we say that, it's the same factor as when you speak on that. What mindset are you in? Are you in the growing stage together? Because that's a part of it. It's growing together. So I'm going to be this man here. I'm gonna be at level 2.5, and then oh babe, we going through this, and now we at level 4. Now we at 5. Are we keeping up together, or are we detaching somewhere? That's where I always try to catch is like where we at together, because sometimes you find
is it not on you?
Apart. Yeah, it is, but it's always communication. So this is where I'm at. This is how I feel, and it's all about. A lot of times it's when you express yourself. Men as men, it's hard for us to express when we're going through certain things because it's called pride. It's called we ain't trying to make y'all look at us less than this, that, the third. So we're still growing along the way with it, especially when you're younger. I feel like at our ages now, we can say what we want in front of the table, and we can stand on it now. I feel like earlier in the 20s, early 30s is when you start figuring out what you are, who you are, and who you want, what you want in your life, and what you want to be. But I think as far as that reference, to me, it's more of a younger version of ourselves to where we didn't know, and we're still growing together. Like my oldest son and his wife have been together since the 6th grade. I got 2 granddaughters.
Oh, that is too cute.
And I pretty much have always, for the last 1.5, 2 years, have been able to sit down with them and have them hash out the issues because they don't know nothing but each other. And I'm like, if you need separation to find reconciliation, then sometimes that's what you need to do. But don't do it in a where you're going to be jealous, error, or insecure. If you love each other enough, give each other that space to work your own lives or aspects of your lives that you feel you need to do, and then come back. If you're going to come back.
If it's a possibility to
If it's a possibility. But you got to love each other enough to say, I love you enough to say, enjoy your life.
And be real with it, though.
And if I'm a part of that for you, then I'll be here.
So listen, I want to touch on something my sister said, right? My sister said, I wasn't saying, and I can't pinpoint exactly what she's talking about, but this statement alone speaks volumes. She said, I wasn't saying I stand on it, but show me different and it will alter learned behaviors, right?
Right.
Here's the thing. This is what I'm learning in dealing with men. Is it comes. If we as women remove the expectation of the time frame, then we'll get what we desire, right? But and I'm answering this from a sister's point of view. I still want all the men to answer it, but I'm gonna answer it, and I want y'all to come in too. I feel like, sis, where you said show me different and will alter learned behaviors. I get it. But sometimes we have to remove the learned behaviors before we even can see the change that is there. Because some change is change, right? But if we keep in our mindset the learned behaviors that we were taught, this is how men are. Don't depend on a man. Do what you're supposed to do. Always be able to fend for yourself. Listen, let me tell you something. There is absolutely nothing that I cannot do for myself. But there's not a man in my life that will tell you that I can. And what I mean by that is I'm helpless. Okay. Okay. Pick it up, bend over. No, I can't. Because as strong as I am, I'm weak when it comes to, I don't want to do this by myself. So if I need to show you that I need your help, then I don't want to do that. Pick me up. You know, you see what I'm saying? So a lot of times it's not so much as that he needs to show you a different thing. Sometimes you have to remove what you've been taught because you're not going to see him different no matter what he's doing until you remove what has been taught to you. Now, brothers, y'all take it. That was just my 2 cents.
Real quick, I'm going to take it back. Ladies, much love and respect. I can never do what you do. I can only do what I do.
Okay. No, I'm just
so, with that being said, if you decide to be with a male through trials, tribulations, whatever that dude has done, right? You can no longer hold things in when he's showing and trying to prove different. That's the male point of view from what Spice was just saying. Okay. The reason why I'm going to say this is because I'm a male. And we do understand that when we do up, all right, cool.
I like it.
We got some things that we got to do. We got some tail we got to chase, so to speak. I bet. We got some cleaning. We got some toe rubbing. All right, that's cool. But once the path has been cleared, do not, I repeat, do not get scared and revert back to your old thought pattern. Because you know what happens to a male is just like a trained fighter, right? PTSD kicks in. All right, cool. I'm doing it this way, but now you're not accepting what I'm showing you. So you now I'm about to show you something else.
Living in the past.
Right. So just keep that in mind, ladies. It's not the fact that the guy wants to revert back, because 9 times out of 10, if he keeps sweating you and you accepted it, you know what Keep Sweat does? He cry. You feel me? So if I did all that, you accepted it in private, accepted it in public, and move forward. And take the notion out that's in the back of your head that he's still doing such. And don't bring up the concept, well, it looked like, guess what? It looked like it was a red light too.
Well, hold on now. Now, hold on, because I said we ain't debating.
We ain't.
And
what
we
you got
ain't.
to say then?
But I want to have complete
Can I say one thing?
We have to have complete understanding. What? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Can I say one thing that'll help women? And just in a male perspective?
Help us, Leroy, but I'm still coming back to what I'm
Leroy, help!
Do not bring your past relationship into your present situation.
Ooh.
They have a tendency of, what he did this. He put me through. Yeah, that's fine, but you're on a clean slate now. And if you don't want to be brought up and looked at as the last female, which women hate to hear, do not compare that new man to the old man. Because if it's a blank new canvas, allow that painting to be pictured perfect. Don't allow that old drama and the old ways to contradict and to hold on to you while you moving on. If you ain't moving on, holding on to Charlie. You ain't moving on like Chucky.
Well, come on, Bobby. Let me come in here real quick. Again, we ain't on no debate, but you gave us the canvas, right?
Yeah, canvas.
So follow me real quick.
Oh shit!
Let me turn around.
About to paint.
Follow me, okay? You see me? I ain't getting no haircut before this, so I need everybody to follow me. Listen, follow me real quick, for real. You hit somebody up. Yo, I need you to do this painting for me, right? Matter of fact, I want you to paint me. I'm gonna sit in front of you, paint me. So I'm sitting. Boom, 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 boom. You paint. It go to canvas. Boom, boom, boom. You painted it. Oh, but you messed up. So you got to pull this one down. Wait a minute.
That's your perspective.
Hold on. No. You did it, not me. I ain't telling you to do it. You painting and you said, wait a minute, I messed this one up.
I
boom.
see where she going.
Okay. Take this one down. Follow me for a moment. Come back. Boom, boom, boom. You do this 5 times, right? And I'm still sitting here butt naked waiting for you to finish this glorious body, right? And I'm like, listen, now I'm getting antsy.
I see where she going.
Okay? Now I'm getting antsy. Now I'm tired. Okay? I'm tired of sitting. I'm tired of posing. I'm tired of being this good customer that you've asked me to be for my time and effort. But I'm still sitting here. And you keep fucking up. Excuse me, because I said I'm gonna give me one in. You keep fucking up this painting. Okay? Excuse me.
Hold on.
Follow me. I ain't done.
She ain't done.
But I'm still sitting here. And you want me to keep looking at you as the artist that you told me that you were, the artist that you keep telling me that you are, but you keep messing up this painting. Okay? But I'm gonna sit one last time. Do not get mad at me, artists, as I sit here patiently. Sugar, am I in the right way? What do I need to do to make sure you get it right this time? Allow me
I get it.
those questions. Allow me that insecurity of you not getting it right again because you done fucked up all these times. This is my last cuss word for anybody who watching. Because I keep saying I'm going to do better with my cussing, and I have done good. So I'm getting this in tonight. You keep fucking up, and I keep saying, but I'm going to sit right here, and I'm going to try with you, because each time I see you do a little bit better. But what I need you to not do with your flawed-ass painting is to not be bothered by my questions that I have. What's taking so long? When you gonna touch that up right there? When we gonna paint the nipple? You feel me?
I'll say one thing.
So stop trying to put a time limit on the chick that's sitting here giving you 1,000 opportunities to get it right. Stop telling her to let go of what you did yesterday when your yesterday still look like today. Okay, but this is on the bank. Mike back.
When you talk about the painting being flawed, you know, whose canvas is it being flawed by? Because you can have a woman sitting in that same position, and you can have 100 different artists, and they're all going to paint her differently. Every single one of them going to paint her differently.
We're talking about one artist.
Say something about the painting being flawed. The problem with a lot of situations is when a woman says, I'm looking for God to send me the perfect man. That Negro don't exist. God will send you a man, and he will actually send you broken pieces for you to actually
pray for that. Bullshit. They don't pray for that.
Bullshit.
They don't say God send me the perfect man.
Well, you ask for a perfect man. You ask for whatever you ask for in a man. But when you look at a painting, there are a lot of paintings that are made famous by these artists that are not
that ain't famous till later.
Imperfection.
The beauty is once again in the eye of the beholder. So what you look at as being a flawed painting could be a perfect painting for someone else, and you just have to change your perspective. Is the glass half empty or is it half full? Somebody who hasn't drunk water all day, who thirsty, that half empty glass is going to be full to him. For somebody who's been drinking water all day, who can't take another drop of water, that cup is half empty. So understand that when you're dealing with relationships and you're asking God to send this and make this man right and do this, God is not going to answer that, because if he send you a perfect man, then there's no growth and no building in that man. If a man asks for a woman, she's not going to be perfect, because you have to be able to build up and be able to cultivate their relationship to get to where you need it to be versus giving up already a finished product. So
okay, and so brother, listen.
You ask the artist to paint you, he's not going to come to the table to paint you with a picture already on the canvas.
No, and he ain't supposed to. This is what Archie Logan said. He said, as an artist, we don't practice until we get it right. We practice until we get it wrong. Listen, here's my point. Don't mistake what I'm saying. 9 times out of 10, we came together in this thing together. You as an artist said you were looking for a canvas to paint on your canvas, and me as the person said I want to come and be painted. Listen, there's no me coming to you thinking that you're this perfect artist or you thinking that I'm the perfect person to paint. However, in that space, don't miss what I said, because it's not about me coming expecting you to be perfect. My point is, I sat there through all of your imperfections, and you still get mad when I say when you gonna get it right. It's not a bad thing because I'm still sitting here. Okay, I'm still sitting, but I'm asking the question out of respect for myself and others. Because just in case we don't make it to the end of the painting and somebody else come along, I want you to have it right for her. Because you couldn't get the shit right for me.
So what if the pain takes 30 years? Are you going to sit there 30 years and be patient with
When I'm saying that patience, y'all have to be patient too.
Oh, facts. So listen.
So go
ahead, brother.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, so
We
real
lost
quick,
somebody
brother, I'm
because
gonna
it
let
was
you
like
get
5 people up
Li
here.
was up there.
Oh.
He gone. So real quick, I hear you. I hear the passion in your voice, and I hear the
I know. I'm
disturbance
sorry.
in your damn tone.
Yeah, I got a little bit.
All right, so it's not a debate. But you have debating like a motherfucker right now.
My bad. I messed up my own rules tonight.
Yeah. So it's a touchy subject.
It is sometimes. Okay? Like
so what you're saying out of the painting scheme, right? And then I'm gonna let my brother get it with the suit on because he looks great tonight. So
yeah, he killing it.
He fucked me up. I gotta fucking.
We gotta do better next week. We gotta do better.
So with the painting, right? You go to an artist to get painted.
But I'm still here. You better sing it to her. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hold on. So yeah, you still there. I'm gonna get to that anyway. So you go to the artist to get painted, right?
Yeah.
All right. So why are you rushing the artist to finish the painting when the artist actually has 1,000 different angles that's going through his brain to finish the perfect picture?
Mm-hmm.
But you rushing them. Well, when you gonna do this? Well, when you gonna finish that one? Well, when you
can't rush perfection.
Now the imperfections of the portrait that you have caused is his perfect picture, but you are unbalanced.
Yeah, I'm not
now.
gonna sit up for this because this nigga just said what you caused. But go ahead, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, what you caused. But now it's a perfect balance to what he sees.
We over an hour.
Yeah,
so now we debating. We ain't on the regular. Yeah, but here's the thing, right? I promise you I feel what you're saying. But again, I feel like y'all are missing my point because it's not a rush.
No,
I'm not rushing you to finish.
Right.
What I'm saying is along the way, because I'm still sitting.
Yeah.
I'm still here. Allow me to ask questions.
You can ask
you know what? Allow my doubt. Allow my doubt. Because you created it. You created my doubt. So fucking allow. Excuse me. Last cuss word of the night, I promise.
You said that shit.
There you go. Ucking my what?
My doubt.
My doubt. Like you have to accept the doubt that you created in me.
Okay.
Is that fair?
That's fair. But I'm gonna tell you why it's fair. Because everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That doesn't mean that I have to accept it though. Right?
That's right.
So if I say the sky is blue, you say the sky is gray. That's your opinion. I can listen to your doubt and I can respectfully say up your doubt because I doubt that you watch this because I doubt that you even feel like I can finish this damn painting.
Well, no, if she's like, still there, she believes you can.
Watch this. You're only here because you're scared to start the fuck over on the campus.
Well, not I said the pig. Not I said the pig. If I'm still there, I'm there because I have faith that this is going to go to the end. Now, I can't speak for all women because you're right. Some women are. Some women are scared to start over, but I'm speaking for the women who's not. I'm talking for the like-minded women of me that are still here because I see the vision. I see the what's the P word? The
progression?
No, that that too, but it's another P word. Potential. Like you see all of these things.
No, I will not allow you to do that shit.
All right, here we go. I gotta cut in.
Please goddamn slide in there about that damn potential word. Kill it. I'm done.
Here we go.
What else to say? I'm tired of that shit.
So this is what I gotta say. You took me just saying I don't want a woman to bring her past relationship into the present relationship, and you took it to a blank canvas and started yelling at us.
So
all I said was do not bring the past. No, all I said was do not bring that past man that brought you, that dragged you through the mud and everything else.
It wasn't from that, though.
No, that's what I was saying though. All I was saying was, do not bring that past gentleman that we don't know nothing about, that most women would speak so profoundly about. That's the nicest way I can say it. And then they would talk what they want. He put me through this. That's all I said. And then it went to the canvas.
Because you're showing me that you didn't hear what I said, because it's not about the past. It's about the current man. It's not about the past man. I'm talking about the men I'm talking about the men and the women that are in a relationship right now.
But that's what I was saying.
You might have messed up in the beginning, and while now you're trying to correct it, the female is still there, or the male. You know, we listen. We over so again. We can just bring this regular pipe and hot right now. You're still in a situation, so you're still there for some reason, right? And in that case, you have to rebuild.
But what I was saying was a lot of women come into the next situation with the same mentality from the last chapter.
Yeah, I ain't talking about them. I don't know about that.
Can I tell a story real quick?
Give us your story, babe.
We talk about learned behavior and things that your grandmother taught you, your mother taught you. There's a story of a couple who is, getting ready for a Thanksgiving feast. And the woman, she actually has a recipe that's been passed on to her mother, grandmother, and all that. And she always put the cake in on the left side of the oven. And she's been doing that for years. And her husband says, why do you always put the cake on the left side of the oven? Does it not work if you put it anywhere else? And she said, well, that's just the recipe my mama gave me. Her mama gave her that, and her mama gave her that. So I don't know why, but this is just what we always done. And so the husband said, well, let's call mama and find out why it's always on the left side. Mother says, I don't know. Let's call grandmother. Grandmother says, the reason why I put the cake on the left side of the oven is because when I was baking these cakes back in the day, my oven didn't heat good on the right side. I had to put it on the left side. And so you have a new oven. You don't have to put things on the left side. And so in our mind, we keep doing what our parents taught us, our grandparents.
Come on and teach us.
They never really explained the reason why they did it. They just say, don't do it. Don't depend on the man for everything. You do it yourself. Okay, why? Because we kids, we don't ask questions why when we're coming up. We just taught something and we take it at face value and run with it. But when you're in a relationship 30 years, 40 years later, you still doing what Big Mama taught you. Big Mama didn't have everything that she needed back in the day. So she had to do things a certain way. And so in the new relationship, if you don't learn how to do things a new way, then you'll be still stuck like the children of Egypt running around in circles for 40 years, still wondering how they still doing it. And their destination is 5 miles down the road.
Look, he started to say
Hey, my God.
So as women, we have to unlearn those things that our parents taught us. The Bible even says when you leave your father and mother, you cleave to your wife and you become one flesh. And so as a one flesh individual, the communication is key, the sex is key, because in my opinion, when you actually join forces in sexual, that is when you are most like God. When God created Adam, he created Adam with everything on the inside of him. He pulled the woman out of the man, and when he separated the two, the only way they can be back gods again is if they combine and be one flesh in that sexual activity. That's why it feels so good. That's why you have so much connection when you get with your spouse. But if you're using the sex as a weapon or a tool to hurt the man and say, I'm not gonna give you this, I'm not gonna give you that, and your mother tell you, well, don't control him with the sex, girl, don't let him do this, can hold out on the sex. That's a wrong teaching, because that teaching is going to get you in a situation where you're going to have the cheating, you're going to have all the infidelity. And I'm going to say this one last point. I'm going to pass the mic, because I thought for a long time that men were addicted to sex. And I thought about it. I said, well, we can't function without sex. It's not that men are addicted to sex. Men are addicted to releasing pressure. We have the pressure of being a black man in this world. If you don't release pressure, it's gonna burst pipes.
Come on now.
It also creates diamonds, right? So if you wake up in the morning and you don't have your pressure released, you go to work, your job, your boss is messing with you. Black Lives Matter movement, you got police messing with you. You got the whole world messing with you. You got women flirting with you, and you bring that pressure back to the house. And instead of getting that pressure released from your woman, she tells you, my stomach hurt, my head hurt, and you got to wait another day. And then for day 2, you go back out into the world on day 2 without that pressure being released. it gets harder and harder and harder to function. So your attitude change, your mood change. You don't want to be bothered. And then when you finally release that pressure after 6-7 days, you like, this is the nicest guy in the world. All I had to do was release that pressure, but now he can listen to me. Because when you talking to us, when we under pressure, we don't get nothing you're saying. It sounds like Charlie Brown will want. But the moment you release that pressure, then obviously I can start hearing words say, "Oh, you were worried about this. I've been thinking about something else the whole time because I've been trying to release."
Come on, Daniel. It's
hard being a man, but it's even harder being a black man in America when you have to go through all we go through, and then supposed to be the king of our castle. We got to come home and fight y'all just like we fight the rest of the world, and it becomes an attack mode, defense. Everybody's on the defensive. Well, why you do this? Well, it's so hard to deal with. So when I talk about the unlearned behavior, don't always do what you've been taught, because every situation, like my brother said earlier, every man is a new situation. Every canvas is a blank canvas. You have to be willing to start from scratch and paint a new picture. With this, he got his eyes in the camera. You got to be ready to paint a new picture with a new set of brushes, new set of paint, this different color paints, and it has to be brand new. And the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If I paint you looking like Bumquisha, that's because when I see you, I see Bumquisha, because every time I talk to you, I'm painting you with a paintbrush. You heard that? Bumquisha paintbrush. If you want to be the queen, then I would put out my queen brush and I'll paint you just as such. But just because Bumquisha and the queen, they are two different paintings, but they might be the same woman, just two different paintings. It might be Bumquisha on your period. It might be the queen on payday. Whatever that am I right about it?
No, you're right. Hey,
y'all wanted the real. Y'all wanted the real.
With the emotions you painted with the hunger you painted with, whatever you see, you painted with that emotion. And if that's what he said you look like, then that's his version of you at that particular moment. Release that pressure, and then you'll look like the Queen of England, right? So that's my piece. Hey,
real quick, I'm gonna add on to you, and then we're gonna get to that comment. He said a damn mouthful. You hear me?
Listen.
The only thing that I would add, and he damn said it, but I'm gonna say it directly.
Come on.
We gotta go to war outside. We want peace at the house.
Come on now.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I love it. And in that space, let me just say, ladies, I mean, Toya, I'm gonna read your comment, but the ladies probably ain't gonna like me after this. Toya said, men now have the headaches and stomachs. I guess I have male tendencies because I need to release in the morning to get my day started and skip to work, and release to go to sleep and cuddle up under your ass. Night, nigga. So listen. While I understand it,
co-worker,
this is where I go back to my word. And so we as women, sometimes we have put ourselves out there, right? Chasing a bag, chasing being so independent that some of this pressure that you're saying that you have as well, you put on yourself. He goes out to fight the wars that we don't have to fight. And so when you're mindful of that, then you'll be okay with sitting at home, not doing anything, but sitting at home doing just enough to where you can help relieve his and your pressure without having your own pressures. Because be mindful of the pressures that you bring on yourself, chasing a bag, chasing a look, chasing a body, chasing being like the Joneses, right? And so in that space, listen, social media has changed the game in a negative way. And I'm not saying it in anything positive, in a negative way. My boy Toy asked me the other day, we were listening to something, and he said, and somebody said something about you have to be willing to get off of social media. Not boy Toy like that. That's my baby, and he has my whole soul, I promise. He said, would you be willing to get off social media? And I said, absolutely, without question, right? Because it messes up a lot. Not just people being in your business, but the influence that it may have over your weak mind of thinking what you should look like, what you should be doing. Somebody else doing something, you think you should be doing it too. Don't let these single broads out here make you feel like you as a woman who got a man at home should be doing the same thing. She ain't you and you ain't her. Okay?
Fair
That's
enough.
Hey,
Bum
look.
push up.
Hey, go to real quick, because Nikki, damn it, Nikki.
Which one?
I fuck with what you sis, but Nikki, she said we fighting a war too. Hey, listen, baby girl, guess what? Show ain't about you. It's about us. Okay, so that's what we're going to start off with right there.
She didn't know that. Give it a grace. She said she can't.
If that head hurts,
hour and 40 minutes.
You getting the smoke.
So listen, I'm gonna say it like this. You know, I love you. Ain't got nothing against you. I was actually texting back right there when that. But listen, we understand that. When is it our turn? That's all we saying. When is it our turn? We got to jump through a hoop. We got to put out the fires. We got to fight the bad guys, and we got to do everything else while listening to. If you're not blessed enough to own your own company, we got to listen to them, take the orders from them, be on time for them, go piss and eat when they say, and then we got to come home and do what?
Do what?
Do what?
Do what?
Okay, that's the point. You know what I'm saying? So when I see the interaction with men, black men, so to speak, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna be rude. Black men. When I see the interaction with black men, nah, because we might have some other nationalities. Listen,
that's okay. We talking about our community. Everybody else stand up for their own. We stand up for ours.
So when we talking about us, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to see those. Well, we have to dues too, because guess what? The whole world knows that we have the dues too for y'all, but we're the ones that's supposed to be quiet and handle everything because we're men. We're not supposed to be having these conversations because we're men.
We're not allowed to have emotions
because we're men. Don't cry. Don't act like no little bitch. Don't tell me what you can't do. Don't tell me what you can do. Just do it. Again. You understand what I'm saying? So that's frustrating in its own, knowing that you got to wake up every day feeling that way. So if I wake up every day feeling that way and you don't make me feel no damn better, don't expect for me to sit there and be kumbaya and rubbing your toes and keep doing all this fake ass bullshit when I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Can you damn release, like you said, release some stress from me? And then, hey, I got you. Damn, I forgot all about I was late yesterday and I'm on my phone.
And your head is hurting, stomach hurting, and that pressure got to be released. Then what that mouth do? Because I need that pressure released. I need that pressure released. I need it released.
What that mouth do? Say it louder, bro. Don't be scared. Smithfield, Clayton, Riley. What the mouth do? I guarantee you, I damn support you. I support the devils. I give it right back to you. But what the mouth do? And then we can talk about what the hell I didn't do about the trash.
Look, that
goddamn trash. I'll take the trash to the dump to my damn self.
Give me on this one. That attitude will change 110% when that pressure valve has been released. That attitude gonna change automatically, 110% different. That pressure release. As long as that pressure built up, it's like I can't talk, I can't communicate, I'm not listening. He don't see me, spend time with me, hold me, cuddle with me, and I ain't got that pressure release. It's gonna be a whole different dude. But when that pressure valve is released, you say now how you feel about it. Now you turn into Bill Cosby and Claire Huxtable. It's a whole different ball.
Hey,
am I right about it?
No, you're right.
Okay,
you're right. I mean, at the end of the day, ladies, if you don't take anything away from what these men, myself included, are trying to put into your brains, is we know that you already have a lot going on. Okay, we have a lot going on as well. You guys have it on one end, we have it on one end, but we also share ends. All right. So at the end of the day, I put it as simple as this. Let's not bring work home and let's not bring outside frustrations home. Okay. Just like some people require for you to take your shoes off at that door.
Leave it at the door.
Respect the house. Let's take that baggage off at the door and respect the house. All right. So like, don't be mad when the man talk to you like that either. Hey, that's a man. Hey, listen, babe. I'm not really trying to hear that shit right now. I had a fucked up day. Let's go ahead and take a shower. Let's go do what the fuck we got to do. And we'll talk about that shit later.
After we relieve our tensions.
You got to give up sometimes. You can't be the male. You can't have two males. What happens in prison, bros? Like, let's be real. What happens when it's a whole bunch of alphas in a cell? What happens? You understand? It's a battle for survival. Yes. Why the hell must a man battle to survive in the house? No, let's not do that. No, let's not do that.
So let's talk about, maybe this is for the next go round, but let's talk about what is the man doing in the household and what should women recognize that maybe we're not, that they don't have to battle in the household.
I like that topic.
Yeah, we have to talk about it because we're not going to get so far from the women that we just focus on. It's them being the problem.
No, we're not saying that.
No, I know. Oh. But what I'm saying is we want the understanding of, well, if that's how you feel when you come home, what part of that are we missing to get an understanding of what's going on? Like, so prime example, I literally had to say today to my guy, I'm never going to ask you again, how's work going? Because I'm tired of hearing it's work. I really want to know about your day, but you don't want to tell me. You don't want to freaking elaborate. Excuse me.
Watch this. You know why he said that shit?
No, tell me.
I'm gonna tell you why. They gonna agree. I ain't even gonna look at him. Buddy don't know how to tap into his emotional side with you because he don't feel like he can tap into his emotional side with you. I'm telling you.
Text me right now. That's the truth. That's not true. You better point at the camera, Ella. I'm like, for real?
Am I lying on some real shit, fellas? If you don't feel like you can damn tap into,
he is open with me about everything else. Why you can't tell me about your work day? That don't even make 1 + 1 don't equal 2 right there.
You didn't say that. You opened up the statement with just saying.
Oh, well, okay. I didn't know that I needed to. So my point is.
That's the point. That's the point. You didn't open up with it. You opened up with something else.
Listen, light skin. Hush.
Hey, I love it. I love it.
Wait a minute. It's my turn, not yours.
That was good. That was good. I swear to God.
She set herself up for that.
She did. I slam dunk. This is switching up. That's what be happening. Hey, look, I love all y'all. They strong. And they always switching it up on us. The goal for still. And then they go like that right up.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
No.
That's not true. I would accept that. Listen, I would accept that if that were true in the case of he doesn't open up about anything else. But because I know and you open up about everything else, listen, I don't have the man that don't cry in front of me. We laugh, we cry, we do everything. I've seen all of your emotions. So I'm just simply saying, I can't ask you, why are we echoing? What's
I'm gonna give you one better.
So, and it's not a negative thing. I'm not saying it from a negative place. I'm just simply saying I literally had to tell him that I'm never asking you about your day again because I always get the same thing.
But when you consider this. Once a man has opened up to you and has cried in front of you and has been transparent and been vulnerable with you, for you to take it and throw it up in an argument later on down the road, he's never gonna cross that road again. Never in life.
You didn't even say me do that. Y'all can't. You're not gonna give me one thing.
If he has opened up and been vulnerable. And all this about his job, and when you get into argument, you start talking about, oh, you can't do this on your job, and you get it, and all that kind of, you know.
I ain't did that though, so I'm not receiving that, sir. What? I ain't did that.
He's just saying
have to do it, but if it's in his mind, if he anywhere against that, close to that, he's gonna shut down, and he's never gonna open up again. Never.
I ain't do that. I can accept what I do, but I ain't do that. And Toya, I see you talking about I love it, get her. No, ma'am.
Watch this. I'm gonna tell you what she fucked up at any damn way, fellas. Give me a number one if this is the case. When she said, "I'm no longer going to ask you about your day," shut down. Am I right?
Shut down. Number one.
That's fine. And so, since we're here for understanding, help me understand. What am I supposed to do? Where am I wrong at in that? If
every day like it's the first day.
It ain't like this.
Treat every day like it's the first day.
Hey, babe.
Every day like it's brand new.
Just another day. Okay.
Brand new day every day.
If it's constantly the same thing, then I simply, and I ain't said negatively. I might sound like I was like, okay, babe, I'm not going to ask you that again because I feel like I'm getting on your nerve at this point. And he just left it alone. He ain't say nothing else. I ain't say nothing else. There was nothing else to it, right? But for y'all to come like this, maybe this isn't his mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
But where do y'all get? When do y'all step outside of that and say, well, damn, let's come to her point of view. This is just a woman just inquiring about her man. Nothing nagging, nothing negative. I didn't say it in a negative way. I didn't even say it in a negative way that I'm never going to ask you again. This is why we're here, for the understanding. So help me understand what I do as the woman, just to simply inquire about your fucking day, that you're telling me that you had to go fight war for out here, and I'm trying to make it peace at home.
Watch this.
Stop right there, though.
Watch this. Who says stop?
Interested.
Go ahead.
You can't ask one question and then be like, okay, you shut it down. No, you got to dig into it.
Watch this, Ella.
I do. Maybe I ain't giving enough information.
Watch this, Ella. Yeah, she's not giving enough information. Ella, she's not giving enough information. I'm going to tell you why.
Y'all knew me better.
Watch this, fellas. Watch this. When are you asking him about that damn day? Watch this, Bobby. Watch this, Bobby. I'm about to get her ass. When are you asking him about his day? At the end of the day?
Throughout the day. We talk all day.
So y'all talk all day long?
Yeah.
So you know how his day is going. So you're asking at the end how his day is going?
No, answer that.
Who phone on?
I'm trying to.
That's not us.
Yeah, it's not us.
Because my phone.
Somebody's phone was up, but it's all good. So if she's talking to this man throughout the day, right? Y'all follow me so far, right? Right. All right. So
that's not us. My phone is not on.
Oh no.
Somebody phone there.
I'm trying to.
Oh shoot!
It was us?
No, we keep losing.
No, he had his phone near the microphone that he had.
Oh, okay. So, fellas,
yeah.
So if we there you go, he back. So if she
Who the pastor? She said the pastor phone. Who the pastor?
The pastor. Oh, she's trying to. My man with the suit. She's trying to say he the pastor.
He ain't no pastor.
Well, why she do that though? Stop it! It's not your show; it's ours. So look. So look, if she talking to her man all day long, right? Ask regular communication. Ask him how his day is, this, that, and the third. You already know how the day went. So why are you asking again at the end of the day?
It's how you feeling. How are you?
Feeling?
Yeah.
How are you? So look, if you already know that he ain't gonna respond, don't ask that question without.
I'm not anymore.
Hold on though.
But they do this though. They do this though. They keep asking and asking and asking and asking and asking. What's wrong? I know something wrong. Why ain't you talking to me? What is it?
Oh, that's not me. I'm gonna just change the subject because that's not me. Y'all got me all the way wrong. That's what you think.
Oh no, you said you wanted to smoke.
I can take it, but y'all, if I defend myself, y'all gonna say I'm getting offended when I'm not offended. But you're wrong about what you're saying about me. Like that's not me. I'm not. I can't accept shit.
That was general. That was general. It was general.
That was general.
Oh well, generally speaking, that's not me.
This one. I'm done. Next. I'm done. But for real.
That's what takes me so long to paint that picture.
See?
You're light skinned. I don't even like light skinned people. Get off.
Hey, look.
I see.
Hey, B, she got the fan on while I'm trying to paint and shit. The damn shit drying up.
Drying it up ASAP.
Yo, I'm done with y'all for tonight.
That shit crusty as fuck, bro. That shit, God damn. Oh. No juice on it.
None.
But nah, for real though, don't be repetitive. That's what I'm gonna say. Don't, on some real shit, like all jokes aside, that go for males and females.
Be creative.
Be repetitive. If you see something that ain't working, stop trying to fucking make it work. We learned that in elementary school when they had the little box, you know what I'm saying, with the squares and everything, and you was sitting there trying to force it until it fell in. Yeah.
Be creative.
Recreate you can't recreate the wheel, but you can add accents to it.
Right. So, what's the definition of insanity?
Insanity? Go ahead, Ella, I'll take over.
When you're doing the same thing and getting the same response. That's the definition of insanity.
Same thing, same answer.
Y'all see, y'all heard it. I mean, I don't even know what else to say.
Drop the mic.
If it ain't worked the first time, I don't know why the hell you think it's gonna work the second.
Painting gonna look the same, like Bone Quisha.
Bone Quisha still gonna be ugly at the moment. I'm done with y'all. Hey, look, we need to get up. Everybody hit the ball.
Sure.
We need to get up. This was good. We need to start a men's committee.
This is like this was on purpose. Look at the hostess. Look at the hostess. The hostess has had it.
She takes it like a motherfucker.
He started out.
Got on my nerves so bad.
We are not debating. And then as soon as Candace hit,
Bobby, every time you come on, you're gonna always cause disruptions. This is what light-skinned people do.
Yes.
hey, you gotta stir the pot a little bit.
Listen, I had an amazing time with you guys tonight, and this is the thing. Check out
us for a few seconds here.
Check that on. Oh, Nikki, you girl power. Where's your girl power, Suge? Come on, girl power. All right, check out. Listen, I cannot thank you guys enough for tonight. And I'm so looking forward to many more. Lamont, thank you so much for your idea of this whole thing. This has been amazing. Before we go, I just want to give you all of you guys the mic one last time to tell about yourself and your business. Anything that you guys have going on that you would like for people to know.
We really feel about them.
I don't know.
Real quick, fellas, before everybody do that. Okay. How we feel about girl trips?
How y'all feel about girl trips?
Hey, I support them because
Get the fuck out of here.
That's how I feel. Get the fuck on. But when it's time for a dude trip, don't get mad.
That's right. I support the girl trips.
Right. Get the fuck on, Felicia. Bye. Okay. But no, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Y'all do y'all shout outs, bro, for y'all businesses and stuff like that. My bad.
Everybody. He's so stupid. Everybody. Nikki, you come up here causing trauma. Okay.
All right, I go ahead and shout out my business, Tonsorial Life Barbershop. I'm located off of Capitol Boulevard by Triangle Town Center in the Raleigh area. All these guys are great barbers, but you know what I'm saying, all depending on your location where you at and who you're trying to see. I'm over by Triangle Town Center. I've been doing it for 12 years. I do everything. I love designs and all that. You can find me on the Cut app. Called book.thecut/Lamont. You can find me on Instagram, Tonsorial_life. You can find me on Facebook at Lamont Selby. You check my work. Just follow me. I travel. I do a lot of I'm part of the Passport Boys, Passport Bro, in a way. But yeah, but that's me.
I'm on it.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Oh,
Mike.
Who is that talking?
I don't know. I'll go ahead and shoot.
Shout out to Tonsorial Life, though. All right. Who's next?
I'll go ahead and shoot mine. Mine ain't as complex as the rest of these distinguished gentlemen. So I put an S on it. But
I put it on your shirt.
It's Easy Thoughts on Facebook. I do traveling as well. Just launched a YouTube channel. With one of my bros, at that guy Frost, FROST, excuse me. And we just chop it up there. It's about general knowledge. I'm involved in a motorcycle club. I've been on the motorcycle set. So that's generally what that YouTube is about. I'm also engaged in a few other endeavors, but I do have a movie that I'm in that's going to drop sometime next year. So, yeah, be looking out for that. I'm not going to give a whole lot of details on it, but the movie is called Ride or Die. So, I'll be throwing snippets on my page every now and then. But yeah, positive dude. I like to think so. Very eager to learn, very eager to grow. So I will be connecting with these gentlemen up here. So that I can learn from them and grow from them as well. But it was a pleasure with seeing everybody tonight. I'm done.
All right. Who we got next?
I take it. A lot of barber again. My associate, Bobby the Barber. Y'all can catch us both at Creative Cuts, LLC, and Supreme Skills at 116 East Anderson Street, located in Selma. You know what I'm saying? We do it facials, eyebrows, basic haircuts, perms. We doing it all out here.
Yeah, perms.
Come on, Perms.
I ain't mad at you.
Big Worm with the perm, baby. You got to get
Big Worm with the perm. You right.
Personally, coming soon in March, I'm gonna have freshwater fishing. I don't know what you call it, charters.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, keep an eye out on that. I'm gonna put up on Facebook, but yeah, I'm gonna be doing freshwater fishing charters.
Infinity 28 clothing line.
Infinity 28 clothing line by my boy Bobby up back there. You know,
Bobby, did you know?
so we dipping our toes in a couple of different things. 23 to 24. So let's go.
Bet.
All right.
Just to reiterate on that, like we said, I got Infinity 28 clothing line coming out. We got LI Charters coming. We got the shop where we do everything, everywhere from fades to regulars to dreads to braids. You name it, we do it. We're here to support the community. We're here to support everybody that does what we do. And we're here to uplift. So all we are is inspire and grow. Y'all know how it go.
Big facts. Well,
All right, Daniel.
Daniel Lyons Evans here once again. Join me this season, season 4 of Inside the Den, my talk show. I'm going to definitely have Miss Spice Life on the show this year. I am also in a movie, Rockstar, starring Rome Jeter.
Okay.
You can catch me in that movie. And I have a movie coming out in 2024 called Pride of the Lion, which is also the name of my magazine, Pride of the Lion and Magazine. And then I have a book coming out. It's going to be a bestseller, Pride of the Lion book. I am a financial strategist. I deal with credit repair, taxes, life insurance, investment accounts, and things like that, retirements. And we're just doing a lot of things to help.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, somebody just tried to call me. But anyway, so go to YouTube, Inside the Den 43. I'm on Instagram, Inside the I should have doggone had my phone on. Can y'all hear me now? Okay. People try to keep calling me. But anyway, Inside the Den on YouTube, Story Time Inside the Den, which is my other talk show. And we're just doing big and better things for the community. I'm looking to connect with all you brothers on here for anything y'all need as far as trying to get to the next level. I do appreciate you all inviting me on this panel. It was definitely an awesome, good time. And I look forward to being on another one in the future if y'all will have me. So peace and blessings, you all. And as always, you heard it from the Den.
All right now. And we saved the best for last. Chiquita. Spice Life. Hi, guys. Hi. Listen, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Like I told you before, it's always an honor for me to be in the presence of Black Kings, and I appreciate you guys obliging my request. I thank you so much. I'm looking forward to next month. We're gonna do this thing monthly. I welcome you all back, and I welcome many more. We can have up to 10 people in here, so we can have one in the building with me, like my homie here, and then 9 more. So please invite more brothers. Let's get some more insight. I thank you guys for tonight. I thank you for allowing me to be me, because I came out with a rule that we won't go debate, and I broke my own rule. But rules are made to be broken by girls like me. But I love you guys. I honor you guys. I respect you guys more than I could ever say. And I thank you. I thank you for your wisdom tonight. I thank you for your nuggets, and I thank you for your transparency in every way. And most of all, I wish you all the best in love and in life and in relationships. And keep pushing. Let's be great.
Amen.
I'm about to go to sleep. Night night.
Sayonara.
Bye, light skin. Get off the phone.